Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
16. So let me use the 16 only. That will be better for you. That will be better for you to So guys, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create 2016 and here it is, Microsoft Windows Server 2016 base. So select this one.
Rajesh, are you sharing something?
Yeah, we lost the screen share.
I'm sharing, but okay, one more time. Okay, maybe now it's being shared.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Please keep reminding me because I'm not comfortable with the Zoom. I usually use every time WebEx or GoToMeeting. Okay, so guys, this is the instance which I'm having right now. I'm going to create an instance of 1 CPU, 2 GB RAM, and here it is. One machine is okay. Adding the storage 30 GB. Tagging this, I'm giving a tag name DD Rajesh Win. Okay, and next security groups. I have not have any firewalls minded from my side. From AWS sites, you will not also have it, and done. So now view instances. Yeah, so now this instances I've got it. Let me grab the user ID and password. So here, this is the IP address of Windows. This is mine actually. I'll get you yours. Don't worry about that. And after that, click on the connect. Now, when I connect, I can generate RDP client. And here I can click get password. Now it says, please wait at least 4 minutes after launching an instance before trying to retrieve the password. So Windows take some time to boot it, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to gather other metrics by the time. So guys, this is my DNS name. I can use IP address or fully qualified DNS name. Both are same, no problem. And this is the username. I'm going to use it. Now, this password, let me try one more time. Yes, I got it. So browse, I'm generating a password for each one of you. I'll be sharing with you, so don't worry about that. Keys, PM file, and decrypt. So this is the password which I'm having right now. So this is the Windows 2016 machine and server, and this one also I want to monitor it. I want to set up, I want to install the agent. So what should I do? So guys, I should go and click on MSTSC. It's a command line in simple way, Windows remote desktop. You know that you must have been working on it. And here you put this IP address or this DNS name or this IP address, both are okay.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
and click connect. Okay. Now here I'm going to put the username administrator, and this is the password which I'm going to keep it. Click OK, and yes. So guys, this is the machines we have got it. Let me tell you here, 2016, this is a server edition, and you know that server edition security is very high. So for time being, to have a easier demo and easier no issues as such, I'm going to reduce the security level. So how can you reduce that? I think some of you must be knowing about it, but still I will ask you to do that by disabling the IE security. How can you do that? So guys, I am going to select the server. Manager. Click here. I'm going to click on the local server. Okay. And I'm going to check this. See here. You have to wait for it. Don't rush. Let's say if you don't get options immediately, don't get panic. It takes some time. Here it is. So IE enhance security configurations. I'm going to disable it. Off. Let me tell you, it's not a good practice, but I want to download some utility, and for that I have to do that. So click OK. I disable this IE enhance security, and after that, see, this is the event has been written. See that this also someone modify your system policy. This event got written, and see what is the ID, event ID 10149. This should be monitored actually. So if someone is changing your event and event ID is 10149 or 7023 or 10016, immediately alert should be created. No one should modify your security for your server. So it's kind of thing. So I did it actually, but still it's not refreshing it.
Rajesh, do you want us to follow these steps on our machine while you do it?
No. It will be again, if we follow this way, then it will take a lot of time. So what I will do, I'll just show you that's at the high level, and then I'll give you the completed time to do that, and with the steps also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So guys, I did it here and close this. Now what I'm going to do, minimize this one, go to my Datadog agent here, and now I have to add a more agent here. So what we do in this case, so see all integration you can see here. And here, integrations, marketplace, APIs, agent, embed. Of course, I'm going to install agent, so let it load the site so I can click on the right, what do you say, navigations. And here it is. So integration not interested, agent interested. Which one? Windows. Now, guys, if you want 6.1, you can follow this one. But if you want the latest one, follow this one. New standard installation on manually this one, command line this one. I don't know which one is you are comfortable with it. Anything which you are comfortable with it, you can go ahead with it. Manually, I'm showing you because you get a little bit of confidence of doing it, but automation is this one. Either you should be doing through the command line or PowerShell. Okay. So guys, let me do that. So I'm downloading the MSI file. I will not click here, guys. Mind it. I will not going to click here. I'll just copy the URL and go to the machines. Open up here the IE, and I'm going to download that. So this, because I'll be doing manually, so you'll understand many things as usual. And this you have done it hundreds of times already. Which one? Installing the exe, nothing great. So I'm installing it, saving it. It will get downloaded by default in the window in the download directories. And you see that download is in progress, 13%, 14%. So In AWS, the internet is pretty fast, so everything will be done in a short span of time.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Okay guys, so now I got this downloaded here. Installing this. Now what is the keys here? So whenever you be prompted for the keys, you have to put the keys here. Guys, these keys I have available here also. By the way, you can get in the My Documents directory as well. So you can get this key here and put the key here. Next, what is the API address? So you have two options, EU, US, and this is the US have two servers, and there's a one. No, none of these in Asia. So click next, installed. Okay, so guys, here you have installed this MSI file, and you want to install the launch agent manager and finish. So you see here, this is the UI I was talking about. I was able to access, why? Because I'm in the Windows machine, but in Linux you'll not be able to see that. See here, connected to the agent right now. This is in 5002 port, and you see all this information. You should read it. What is a version, flavor agent, on which PID is running, check workers for started. See here, this is the config file. This is the integration config locations, and check.d, system information, host informations, you know, metadata, JMX station. So JMX, there's not, we have not done forwarders, which is you see the status, what is exactly they are sending. So all this thing, endpoints, this is the Datadog endpoints, agent is running, log agent is running, not running, aggregators, these are the things. Logs information, these are the logs of the agent. This are some settings. You can change these settings through the files also and restart the services. You can do that. These are the settings in short. Without a comments, you will see all these settings. Look at this. Almost 400 lines of settings you have available to modify. So
Hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
This is the main work which you have throughout your Datadog training to locate the required changes to do that. Manage checks. These are the checks: CPU, disk, enable, disable. You can do that, all this stuff. File handle check, IO check, memory check, network check, NTPD check, uptime check, win process check. So yeah, these are the things. Flares you have here. You want to send the flares to the Datadog, and restart agent. If you really want to restart the agent, you can do that. So see, connected. I restarted the agent through UI. Okay, so all this thing you can also check it out through manually also. For example, where the Datadog agent got installed. So go to the C drive, go to the program files, and go to the Datadog, go to the agent, and here all these things you have it. Now embedded 3, all these things you have it here, license and stuff like that. Okay, now you want to go to this, check the services. Here it is. You can start from here itself. So service by name, and go to Datadog. Look at this. These are the services you have. Datadog agent, process agent not running, trace is running here. Okay, so guys, any questions so far? Now you see, you want to see the config file. So C program data Datadog. So C program data, path is missing. C program data Datadog. See here, it's trying to load the file from the data.yaml, but this path is not there. So it must be hidden. So option, view, show hidden files, folders and drive. And now you see here, program data, match this here, program data, Datadog, datadog.yaml. So here, program data, Datadog, this is the file. Integration files will come into here. These are the integration which is available by default, 132 integration. I will show you that one by one. We'll go one by one and then do that, and we'll show you. So guys, this is the way we can install, you can install agent in Windows also. So any questions guys so far?
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.